Hello, good evening, all of you. Is Dr. Ritu is
Yes,
back?
yes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Shall we start, Ritu?
Yes, please.
Ah, Good evening, all of you. We welcome all of you to the wonderful webinar. Today, on behalf of our board of directors and executive board members, we welcome all of you to this webinar organized on the occasion of National Cerebral Palsy Day. It is celebrated in the memory of our founder member Mullah K. Firoz. Today, we have a distinguished guest, Dr. Ritu Ghosh from Mobility India. Uh, we welcome her to this webinar. Thank you very much, madam, for accepting our invitation and giving consent within a short notice. Uh, we welcome all of you. And Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy, I'll give a brief note on Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. In 2004, a group of eminent professionals across the country joined hands to establish the Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. We started this in 2004 September. Since then, we have been organizing wonderful academic uh, activities across the country from north to south, east to west. All the areas of the country, all places of the country we have reached, and our main aim is also to reach the unreached. We have reached even a remote corners of the country and trained the manpower, trained the professionals, trained the um, paramedical professionals, trained the parents, and brought awareness in the country in the field of cerebral palsy. See, this these are our founder. I just show you some our founder members photographs. Uh, I think this is a stuck now. I'm sorry. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Today, on behalf of our Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy, I welcome Dr. Ritu Ghosh to speak on improving access to rehabilitation and assistive technology. She is a wonderful professional. And while I'm talking about my Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy, we have started this organization in 2004. And at the time, we requested Perin K. Mullah Firoz Madam to uh, take the lead of our organization. She was kind enough to accept our invitation and she has become a president of first honorary and founder president of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. She is a lady, a dynamic lady of orthopedic surgeon who spent her whole life running the Department of Cerebral Palsy in Children Orthopedic Hospital, Haji Ali, Mumbai. She is down to earth and children friendly and trained many eminent professionals in the country, and we salute her. In her, these are the founders of our Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. Dr. Mahadevaya, founder and is now is a patron, and Dr. Ashok Johari, Dr. A.K. Purohit, Dr. G. Shashikala, all these very senior reputed professionals uh, joined hands to start the Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. There's a big story in getting the name of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy also. We all of us met in Mumbai at POSI meeting, and there we decided to have a one academy for cerebral palsy, and the name is not decided at the time. Then we came back to Hyderabad, and then we thought that India is the right word for this academy, and so we wanted to register this society in the name of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. We have applied, because why I want to share my feelings, because all milestones like children with the cerebral palsy, we too faced many challenges to cross the milestones. We went to I went to the with a file of papers to submit for registration. The registrar looked at from top to bottom, looked at my face and said, "See, gentlemen, we cannot register this organization because the word Indian is not acceptable." Then I was very disappointed and depressed. Then I asked him what is the solution, how to get this name, that Indian, to this academy, because all of our members across the country, the very, very eminent professionals will be working for this organization, and so we want this word, Indian. Then he was very kind enough and he helped us how to get this word. Then he guided us. Then I ran from pillar to post, from state government to central government, from officer to officer, and finally they were very, very kind enough after 6 months. This is a process before 2004. After 6 to 8 months, they granted this word with a special case. Then we registered this in 2004 as an Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. Since then, we were not having a money. Only 50 rupees I went to bank. That time it is called Andhra Bank. Now it is a Union Bank of India. We opened the account, and thereafter uh, we started our first annual conference in 2004 in Hyderabad. Then, since then, we have not looked back. We went on organizing. We have been organizing many CMEs and conferences all over the country. All were successful. Many international faculty, they volunteered to support our Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. Now we have reached to this state because the status just because of their mentorship and support. This is a simple introduction about Indian family of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. With regarding to Mullah Firoz, in 2005 itself, we started that we should have one annual day for the uh, cerebral palsy children. Then we started National Cerebral Palsy Day in memory of Dr. Perin Killa Mullah Firoz. Then that International World Cerebral Palsy Day came into existence. After we started in 2005 and started organizing National Cerebral Palsy Day, then World Cerebral Palsy Day has come into existence. Before it was not there, World Cerebral Palsy Day. Just I will introduce about the National Cerebral Palsy Day. It is organized to express the gratitude to our late Dr. Perin K. Mullah Firoz for her everlasting contribution to the empowerment of persons with a cerebral palsy. Our Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy pledged to continue working hard to realize her dreams and to create quality services for the care and management of persons with cerebral palsy. On the 3rd of October, countrywide celebrations are organized to mark the birth anniversary of our founder, President, who pioneered in multidisciplinary care of cerebral palsy in the country. IACP is able to organize National Cerebral Palsy Day successfully all over the country with the hand holding of our founder members for the past 18 years. We have introduced the National Cerebral Palsy Day celebrations concept to the country to sensitize the civil society, unite all multidisciplinary professionals, and empower the persons with the cerebral palsy to lead their life with integrity and dignity. We are happy to inform you that IACP is organizing month-long academic activities to mark the celebrations. Happy to share that across the country, many NGOs and our members are celebrating the National Cerebral Palsy Day at their places. We request all of you to attend the programs without fail. You all are further requested to mobilize the professionals and NGOs and families and persons with palsy
त्याच्याला विचार अधिकाचं काय काय
large
not sure.
numbers to attend the series of programs organized by the Cerebral Palsy. See, this month we are organizing a month-long program. As you have know that we started on 3rd of October. We had a wonderful webinar with Dr. Jayant Sampath on orthopedic management and recent trends and advances. And that was a huge hit even at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. also. Our house was very full and we all were enjoyed the learning experience. Similarly, we are having many webinars this month. That on 7th, self-advocacy, Shampa Sen Gupta is speaking, and wonderful person, Dr. Ashish Kumar Ghosh, is speaking on physical therapy interventions. And we have a webinar on role of functional splints by Sohan Shah, who is a senior professional in the Manipal Medical College University. Then we have Dr. Shefali Gulati, a well-known, reputed a professional pediatric neurologist in AIMS. She is speaking on epilepsy management. This is a brief introduction about the forthcoming programs of this thing of our academy, and many programs, series of programs are in pipeline. We will be continuing it, and thank you very much. And I just would like to introduce Dr. Ritu Ghosh. I'm sorry, Ritu Ghosh, made you waiting. Um, uh, we just our executive board meeting met and we wanted to have a webinar and assistive devices. Equivocally, everybody suggested Dr. Ritu Ghosh, and now I am surprised when there is a last minute call also. They wanted to join the meeting and they requested, sir, we want to join, share the um, Zoom meeting passcode. So it shows that how popular she is among our professionals. And I welcome Dr. Ritu Ghosh. She is an associate professor and economic tech in Bangalore. Ritu Ghosh has worked with rehabilitation organization, hospitals, academic institutions, grassroots NGOs and CBOs, community-based rehabilitation centers, 20 plus countries across all over the world. Ritu and her team worked with World Health Organization to pilot projects, staff for mobility, self-care and vision modules at the grassroots level in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh states of India. And she is organizing a very excellent conference in October, the international conference. If possible, I request all of you to register and attend that conference. Don't miss it. And this is a brief introduction, and I want to give I welcome Dr. Ritu Ghosh to disseminate her expertise to our participant. Dr. Ritu Ghosh, and I hand over the floor to you.
Thank you. Shall I share my?
Yeah, I'm unsharing my screen and.
Sounds like this allow multiple presentations to share.
Now you can share, Dr. Ritu.
Yeah, just a second. Is it visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
So namaste to everyone. Greetings to all. I congratulate President Mr. K.T. Mallikarjun and all the executive board of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy for organizing series of webinars in light of creating awareness of cerebral palsy and their specific complex rehabilitation needs among multidisciplinary team. So I really appreciate, and myself, I'm really delighted to be a part of this webinar and presenting and sharing of our reflection in improving access to rehabilitation and assistive technology. So just for the audience to know that what I would be covering, I would not take long, but I would briefly, I will cover about what we do at Mobility India. And as I have been asked to talk about assistive product, but I will more focus on what can we do to improve access to assistive technology. Briefly, whatever the time we have. So I'll cover very basic mobility assistive products. Then my focus will be on assistive products for incontinence. I will try also to give a demonstration of absorbent product, who uses them, types and its features. And we have conducted a research. So I think it would be interesting for the audience to know the outcome of those research on absorbent product. So very briefly, that we are based in Bangalore and as a society, and it was established in 1994. We work in the field of disability, rehabilitation, assistive technology, and in the development sector. In 2014, we received a national award for outstanding work in the creation of barrier-free environment for persons with disability. This is where this is how our building looks, which is a barrier-free building. And in 2017, Government of Karnataka awarded Mobility India for the best services and achievement in the disability sector. I think someone is scratching the slides, Habib Iqbal. So please don't do that. So our vision, an inclusive and empowered community where people with disability and their families and other. I think Mr. Mallikarjun, I think someone is scratching the slides. Can you see that? Yeah, it is gone now. Yeah. So an inclusive and empowered community where people with disability and their families and other disadvantaged groups have equal rights to education, health, livelihood, and a good quality of life. Our priority, we work with people with disability, the poor, particularly children, women, and older people. So what we do are, we have 6 main core areas of our work. The first most is rehabilitation and assistive technology. So we have our headquartered at Bangalore, where we provide therapy intervention, which includes physiotherapy, occupational therapy, prosthetic orthotic services, as well as the assistive devices, mainly focus on mobility assistive devices. However, we do also the referral. We have centered in Hyderabad, and we have started providing the services in therapy and assistive devices, and then also in Assam. We have education and research activity, and in under education, we run formal program, the UG program in prosthetics and orthotics, as well as PG program in prosthetics and orthotics. Other than this, we have many non-formal program, certification program in wheelchair. I think I will talk about that later briefly, where we have international certification on that, which is important for professionals for various disciplines to learn. And then in addition to that, we are engaged in innovation in assistive product development. As you can see, our focus, vision, and the focus where we work in peri-urban, rural area, and urban activity in community-based inclusive development. And on request, we also come forward to provide a capacity building to grassroots organization or any other organization if we have request for. And of course, for anything, the central is networking and collaboration. Progress. So in today's presentation, first we will look at the mobility assistive product. I'm not sure what would be the background of the audience here, but just briefly that I'm sure that you would know that the cerebral palsy children and others who are in need of orthotic, positional device, walking devices, wheelchair with modification, and the ADL devices. So in my presentation, I will just focus more on positional device and the wheelchair service provision with modification. I will not cover the other. But then, so if you look at this slide, and I am not sure. Yeah. So I just want to request the audience, what do you see here in these in these images? Can you just quickly type? What do you observe? Just whatever it comes in your mind, can you just put it in the chat box? By looking at this image, what does it come? Yeah, Tahir writes engagement, playful, good. Others, please. Anybody else? Different types of chairs. Excellent. The Gail writes. Maintaining good upright posture. Excellent. Stabilizing of a trunk to facilitate hand function. Excellent. A child eating. Very good. Yes, a child eating on his own. Stable sitting posture in a customized chair. Excellent. So basically, if I look at it, that the positional device, I'm sure you all know that helps a child in good position, which creates background sound. Yeah. So it helps a child to sit in a good position, which creates opportunity to explore and develop, in the areas like fine motor or social. Somebody said playing, engagement, eating, playing. So that's all these, the sitting in a good position can facilitate. It also helps in reducing spasticity. I will not go much in that, and helps in maintaining the alignment, preventing the muscle contraction and the deformities. And basically, the most important is it facilitates postural control, which is essential for balance.
सब में थोड़ी होता है, एक साथ थोड़ी होता है। नहीं
Ma'am, somebody's audio is on, so we can.
What access कुछ है?
I think organizer, can you please mute the participants who are talking? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Am I audible now? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So now the next question is for the audience here. You know, now in this image, what do you see? A standing frame, fantastic. What else? You have three images here. Okay, standing frame, common. What else? A mother feeding a child. Yes. Assisting the child. Better weight bearing, fantastic. Building standing tolerance of a child, very good. Facilitate standing along with the functional improvement, excellent. To enable the child to experience a standing position, very nice. Okay, so basically very good, you know, I mean, so that's what I was trying to say, that the positional device, whether it's a sitting chair or a standing frame, it facilitates postural control, which is essential either for sitting or standing, what you can see in this image. Now, coming back to this image, if you see on your left screen, I think it's a Hesala Mehta. Please just control your phone because it is scratching the slide again. So if you see on the left side of your screen, and the second image, and the third image, and the fourth image, the second and the third image, the child is standing, and in the third image, the child is sitting. So this is the positional device. Sorry, there is a spelling mistake. This is the positional device which has both the features. It is a sitting feature also and a standing feature also. What you have seen in two earlier slides, a child has to, for sitting, the child has to have a separate sitting chair, sitting frame, and for the standing, again, the child has to have a separate standing frame. But in this device, you have both, two in one. We can call it as a twin device. And this device, as I said, that one of our core work is innovation and product development. And this is the outcome of this initiative. We have provided to more than 1,500 children with disability across India, and most of them were with the cerebral palsy. And we had a lot of learning from the parents and caregivers that how we can improvise this. And we had conducted some studies, which I'm not talking about. But I would like to ask the audience that if you see the last slide where the child is sitting in a plastic chair, what do you see? And if you see a child in this condition, what will be your intervention plan? You know, what would come in your mind when you see next? Yeah, asymmetrical posture leading to deformity. Yes. The posture is not proper. Excellent. Positioning will be the first target. Excellent. Very good. So basically, that what I want to say is here that we will not allow the child to sit this way. There are positional devices. There are devices which we can provide and make the child sit in a better aligned position. So there are other kind of mobility assistive devices, which I'm not discussing or talking here, but just I would like to share a few images. So if you can see on the top left, it is also a sitting device, like a corner sitting arrangement. Then there are reverse walker, which is given to many cerebral palsy children. Then there are foot orthoses, there are AFOs, and there are few also get cleared. Just for the professionals here or the parents or the caregivers, if they do not have the idea, but I'm sure most of you know about it. Now coming back to wheelchair. Now you would wonder why I've written here wheelchair with modification. Any guesses? Any guesses? Barrier free. Okay. So other things that why I have written here with modification, user friendly, not the normal wheelchair. Okay. To meet individual needs, excellent. Padded support without pain. Okay. Easy to more supported. Okay. It can be used for maintaining many positioning to help needy people. So thank you so much. I think it's a for transfer indoor outdoor to facilitate to use communication device. Good. Multi-purpose wheelchair. Okay. So okay. Excellent. I think I like the reflection. Just I think I have missed with the earliest slides where two of them have mentioned that unstable sitting for a child who was sitting in a blue chair. That's correct. And woman holding a chair and behind and walking behind. I think Kunal Mehta. Yes, I think it's a good observation. So twin device had something where the caregiver can also push if it is at home, they can take from one place to another. Now coming back to this slide, I think it's a good reflection. Someone says to facilitate use of communication device, multi-visitor. So let me just give you a bit insight. In our context, in Indian context, we do not have very structured wheelchair service provision courses. However, as per the international standard and as per the WHO standard, the wheelchair service provision are divided into 3 stages. One is a basic level, second is the intermediate level, and third is the advanced. So let me tell you about the basic very briefly. The basic are the wheelchair where it can be given to someone who have a good control, trunk control, and have difficulties with the lower leg. They have a good trunk balance. Then you can give them the basic where it may not require the modification, some changes. What you see in this slide. Okay, here you can see many attachments, padded. So then the second is the intermediate level where this type of chair are given who for trunk doesn't have a trunk balance, may not be the neck control, and they are given these kind of a intermediate level, which requires very detailed attention while giving the wheelchair. With the lab board, with the other kind of a PSD, strapping, adjustment, cushion, and very detailing is required, and which has, and to get equipped with this knowledge and skill, there are separate certification program. And also international certifications are done through the International Society of Wheelchair Professionals. So this is just an idea for the audience here. And it is all manual. Whatever I'm talking here, it is all manual. Now, again, the question comes to the audience here. What do you see here, the difference between the earlier slide and in this slide? What is your observation? Audience, please put it in the chat box. Okay. Sports. tilted back, very good, tilted back, easy maneuver or mobility. Okay, so basically, this has additional features which earlier product, did not have, it doesn't have. It has a tilted, and you may not see here, but it can be also detached. All the parts can be detached. It is portable also. If we have to take this product in the vehicle or in the auto or in the car, how the parents would carry this. So this type of wheelchair, it is also, you can detach and you can carry. And it, of course, tilting angle can be maintained. Then, if you see in the front, if you are able to see my cursor, it has a front wheel. And this whole thing can be detached and it can be used as a indoor and the outdoor. So the wheelchair for indoor are separate and for the outdoor it is separate. What you see, the twin device, where you can sit and stand, that cannot be used outside. It can only be used inside the house, inside the school, or maybe other places where the parents feel that it is necessary. So now coming back to the other kind of assistive devices, which I was talking about, the self-care. I'm sure that most of you all know that India has published in 2023 National List of Essential Assistive Products, where there are 21 products have been prioritized has been prioritized for service provision as well as in the product development. So here today, my focus is on the device number on 21, which you can see in the arrow, which is incontinence product. And I'm sure, you all as a professional know that self-care is one of the important assistive technology domain. What you see here in priority assistive product list. And I'm glad that India has included in the priority list. I am not sure how many of you are aware, but if you want to know more about self-care, absorbent product, I would definitely share briefly, but you can note down, all of you, if you can see on the top in my cursor, where www.gate-tap.org. It is a WHO website. It is open online access platform, and it is for anybody at any level, including the parents, to register themselves and learn about different priority assistive product. It's a very interactive and interesting platform. So I encourage you all to enroll, share, and if you have specialization in mobility, then you can enroll in self-care. If you have specialization in self-care, you can enroll in mobility, vision. So it will definitely help you. And how does this TAP platform works? It is mainly for anyone who are representing from the institutional level, and if their focus are more to train the community worker or frontline workers. So this slide is mainly for them. Basically, that we encourage the frontline workers or health workers to go through this online learning. And then we help them with the face-to-face learning, because they need to little bit practice and orient them that what is self-care product, what is mobility, walkers or reverse walkers. They need to see that. So they learn. And then they practice under the mentorship. And then later, when they are independent working in the community, as you can see on the right side, this community worker from the Andhra Pradesh, he's identifying, he's taking the measurement, going back, getting the crutches, fitting it, and then uploading in the group that this is what I have done, and can you confirm it is okay or not? So this is something to improving the access to rehabilitation and assistive technology, where the services are done with the minimum support or no support. And this slide is mainly for someone who are at the implementing level and from the institution level. This is the model which you can think at your region to create more awareness at the primary level, to increase the referral pathway more at the secondary and the tertiary level. So, as I said that in today's presentation, I'm more focusing on self-care. So basically in the tab, you will see these are the main domain are discussed, that is cognitive, communication, vision, hearing, self-care, mobility. So in self-care, so what is self-care? Self-care means looking after oneself, focuses on self-care activities a person carries out every day to look after their basic personal needs. So we will focus on the subdomain. You can see the subdomain here is a toilet and shower chairs. And the next is, which you can see in the arrow, continence products. And that too also absorbent. So we will focus on important subdomain of a self-care, which is absorbent continence product. So just for, I'm sure you know about this, but just to to have the image in front of you, these are the shower chairs. So there are variety of shower chairs, and these shower chairs are also we need to assess and prescribe that which design is suitable for whom. It's not just you go to the surgical shop and then you just take it and then give it. So similarly, again, in the toilet chairs also, you have a variety of a type, with casters, with brakes, and there are various types, and you need to assess and then prescribe. So I think I have missed some slide. Yeah. So now, what is incontinence? I'm sure you all know, but just for anyone who are students or may not know, just briefly, that as a definition, incontinence is when a person is not able to control their bladder or a bowel, described as leaks, leaking, or having accident. Incontinence is very, very common. And when a person has difficulty or is unable to voluntarily control emptying of their bladder, they are called urinary continence, or bowel means bowel incontinence. So we need to identify whether it's a urine incontinence or a bowel incontinence. And it is estimated that 1 in 5 women or 1 in 10 men experience urinary incontinence. And there are a lot of reasons why people may experience incontinence. So what are absorbent products? You must be wondering, what is absorbent product? The absorbent products contains leaks of urine and or stool. They are helpful for people who have the incontinence. And I know that many children with cerebral palsy have the similar condition. And many of us at our home, we are facing with the elderly people the same. So continence product include absorbent as well as the catheter. So if you see absorbent and the catheter. And there are other types. Some absorbent products are reusable, while others are single use or disposable. So these products vary in type actually. And the absorbency to suit different needs and the preferences and align them to continue with their day-to-day lives. So now coming back to the demonstration of absorbent product, as I said that during the outline presentation. So we will be giving you the introduction and who uses them. I'm sure you all know types and subtypes and its features. So my colleague, Ms. Vanilla, will give you the demonstration.
Hi everyone, we are going to see about incontinence products, which is very less spoken. It's very key to know who usually has incontinence and may need incontinent products. It could be people with neurological conditions like stroke, diabetes, spinal cord injury, women with menopause, pregnant women, older people, and even persons with mental illness may require incontinent products. Next, we are going to see the subtypes of the washable absorbent products. So the one you can see.
I think I have missed one. Just a second. This is the first slide. Okay, this is the first which you have seen. Yeah, okay.
So now we are going to see about the types of incontinent products. Normally it has two types. One is the single use and the washable absorbent products. So I think most of you would be familiar with the single use, which is just used for one time and it is like a use and throw. Generally for people with older and if they have to go for long travels, so they just use the single use product. And we also have this washable product, and the importance is that it can be washed, dried, and it can be reused until the product is perfect. So next we are going to see the subtypes of the washable absorbent products. So the one you can see, which is called as the washable, but it is a single piece because you have all the three layers including the top absorbent all in one piece. So it is also called as a one piece. And we also have the absorbent product, which is having two-piece system, as it has the absorbent layer which can be removable, it can be washed and reused. So that is the special about it. And the next product is the local product of the washable absorbent product, and it is also the two-piece system, as it has the booster pad and the layer where the booster pad can be inserted into the product and which can be washed and reused. And the other category which I would like to share is about this peri towel, which is our regular towel which can also be used as an absorbent product, where this product is prepared based on the body measurement, where it is getting prepared, and the booster pad which is kept, and it can be pinned with the user, which act as a washable absorbent product. Now we are going to see the features of the washable absorbent products. Normally it comes with three layers. The first layer, which is the top layer, which is normally in contact with the skin and helps in the protection of the skin. And below the top layer it has the absorbent layer, normally which is made up of wood pulp, and it also has the absorbent product which helps to contain the leakage within it and prevents from leakage. And the third part is the waterproof layer, which is outside and which helps to protect the press when the user is using this product.
So, very briefly, that the provision assistive product contains leaks of urine and stool, and they are helpful for people who have incontinence. And the provision of washable and single-use absorbent products can substantially improve the quality of life of many people living with long-term or a short-term incontinence. Unfortunately, we are not able to talk about it openly, and people live with a lot of stigma. They don't talk, and then their quality of lives are affected. And there are various limitations concerning the availability of absorbent product, their service provision, its cost, its availability, and also most importantly, the pieces of evidences to further improve access. So to gain a better understanding, Mobility India in collaboration with WHO headquartered assistive technology team, we conducted research in India, which I will quickly, go through, if the time permits. So as a part of the project, using and providing washable absorbent incontinence product it was also done not only in India, in other two countries, in PNG and in Romania, involving other partners where you can see the logo. And the findings from this project aimed at a better understanding the use of washable absorbent products and the potential for wide-scale provision of this product. And I myself and Vanilla were the PI and the co-PI, along with the investigator from University of Southampton, University UK. So basically, we all know that incontinence is a global health challenge, and people with incontinence need to contain leakage. But for the hundreds of millions of people around the world living with incontinence, effectively containing leakage is a fundamental to maintaining health, dignity, and quality of life. Disposable absorbent products are widely used. I'm not sure, in general, yes, it is used, but even in the second tier or third tier town, I would say that it is not widely used to achieve this goal, but they are made using mainly with the plastics or super absorbent polymers, which are not biodegradable for many people. And these products are mainly not affordable or accessible. So washable absorbent continence products are usually used less widely and most importantly, not available in most settings. And I would share my own, example here of my mother who had a urine leakage during her cardiac issue. And I could not find one suitable one. And I had to visit a few pharmacy shops to select few on the basis of guesses on absorbency. Because I did not know which one to buy. You go in pharmacy and they will just give you in front of the adult diapers, and I don't know which one to choose. So even to choose single-use product, I had no guidance or the standards to follow or to select, especially concerning adult. For children, yes, we have to. So, and in the recent rapid assistive technology assessment by World Health Organization over 35 countries, only around it is reported that only around a quarter of people requiring continence product have access. I'm not talking about absorbent, but just the continence product. So we can conclude that most people do not have access to the containment product. So just briefly that we have, I don't want to go in detail, but the 100 adults and children, including children with cerebral palsy, were provided with washable absorbent continence product. And we undertook a qualitative study to learn from people using these products and those providing products, both, because we are not trained how to provide in a structured manner this provision. So it was both using the product and those who were providing the product. So to understand more about the use of the washable products and the potential of wide-scale provision, the research project examined the perception of people receiving washable assistive product and local service provider on the usability, acceptability of washable products, and the objectives of the studies were to understand needs and experience of people using this product in different settings. So we did in urban and we did in rural, examine the impact of washables on daily activities and well-being, identify barriers and facilitators to providing using products, contribute to developing approaches to providing and innovating new design of product. And we used WHO GATE 5Ps framework as a basis of developing the data collection tools and undertaking the analysis. And this framework guided us to think about product, people, provision, and the professionals who are involved in service provision and the policies and how these impact on access to washable assistive product and how it can be improved. I think I'm skipping this slide because my colleague Benila has already demonstrated the various types. So, and how did we do? I think I may not go much in detail. It may not be useful, but just that we conducted 63 people participated in 54 interviews, and 9 interviews had a contribution from both the product user as well as the caregiver, maybe the children with cerebral palsy and their caregivers. And 20 interviews were done in India. And roughly half of the product users had urinary incontinence, and both had urinary and the stool. And so this were the main, and as I said that 5 P's framework were used for data analysis, and 3 focus groups were done and 1 with the service provider. So basically, the 20 interviews from India, and from the analysis, we identified 5 key themes. Impact of washables on people's life. And it showed that the common washable product has a positive impact. It lowered the long-term cost for those previously using the disposable ones, and then facilitated the participation in daily activities. Then wide variation in usability and acceptability within the similar context. So even in the rural area, some did not accept and some accepted very well. So it was a very wide variations, and it was more in relation with their own concern about bulkiness, or it bothered, or maybe they had varying views on whether the product increased or decreased the care workload. So it was both, because if it is a washable, then it needs to be washed. If it is disposable, you use it and then you throw. However, it was a kind of a wide variation, depending on the circumstances. And the third, do not harm. This means that the appropriate assessment needed to ensure the correct bladder management strategy. It needed the appropriate assessment and monitor to avoid hazards. And today, choosing this assistive product, one of my main agenda was to create awareness among the stakeholders and those who are the audience here, that how we can improve our assessment assessment and the monitoring mechanism, support mechanism for people who are in need. And plan future washable use, it was ranges from strong yes to strong no. Again, it was very mixed, that whether they will be able to use. Spectrum of responses was, this product is like gold. Somebody said like that. And for someone, it was during the summer or at night, it was different. And to range, reason for no. Scalability requirement, a big innovations are needed and stigma needs to be tackled. Unfortunately, we do not have many products to offer to people in this area. And I think I'm almost going to the last phase of my presentation. Just you can hear what Razak has to say about using the washable product. And those who cannot understand, you can read the Telugu, we can read the subtitle, please.
అందువల్ల నాకు కాళ్ళు సిద్ధపడిపోయినాయి, యూరిన్ కంట్రోల్ లేదు, బాత్రూమ్ కంట్రోల్ లేదు. దానికి కంట్రోల్ లేయడం వల్ల డైపర్లు వాడేవాడిని. డైపర్లు రోజుకి 5 నుంచి 6 వరకు వాడేవాడిని. దానికి 5 నుంచి 6 వరకు అంటే మనీ పెట్టాల్సింది, 200 నుంచి 300 వరకు. డైపర్ వాడడం వల్ల నాకు స్కిన్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్ అయ్యేవి, కుళ్ళులు లేచేవి. అందువల్ల దాని తర్వాత అవి డైపర్ చేసుకుని 10 మందిలో పోవాలన్నా కూడా లీకేజ్ అయ్యేవి. 10 మందిలో పోయినా కూడా సేమ్ అనిపించేది నాకు. 10 మందిలో పోవాలన్నా కూడా అసహ్యం అనిపించేది నా అంతకు నాకే. దాని తర్వాత WHO క్యాంప్ పెట్టారు. క్యాంప్లో పార్టిసిపేషన్ చేసిన, దాంట్లో ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఇచ్చారు. ప్రోడక్ట్స్ యూజ్ఫుల్ అయింది. దాంట్లో వాటర్ ప్రూఫ్ డైపర్, బూస్టర్ ప్యాక్స్, స్క్వేర్ టవల్ ఇచ్చినారు. డైపర్స్ అయితే ఒకసారి యూజ్ చేసిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ పారేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇది అలా కాదు, ఒకసారి యూజ్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత మళ్ళీ పిండి వేసి మళ్ళీ ఆరేసుకుని మళ్ళీ యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇది ఎన్నిసార్లైనా రీసైకిల్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అందువల్ల నాకు డబ్బు ఖర్చు కూడా తగ్గిపోయింది. ఇవి వాడడం వల్ల 10 మందిలకు పోతున్నాను. ఈ యూరిన్ లీకేజ్ ఉందని నాకు సమస్య అనేది మర్చిపోయాను ఇవి వాడడం వల్ల. అందువల్ల WHO వారికి చాలా థ్యాంక్స్, ధన్యవాదాలు.
So conclusion, that the provision of washable product, absorbent product, can substantially improve the quality of life of many people living with short-term or long-term incontinence. And they're available, but available designs do not work well for everyone. Appropriate assessment, which is very important. Access to clean water, opportunity to try products, preferably a range of products, are key to successful for using this type of product. And these products are currently underutilized, and both awareness and accessibility need to be raised amongst the users, providers, manufacturers, and product innovators. And that's the role I'm playing here. And to maximize their usefulness, product and service innovation is urgently required to increase sustainable access to high quality product and the associated services. And the service innovation can be improved just by introducing the assessment for the leakage, referring them how to select the appropriate product. I think this can really impact a lot in people's life. So the takeaway, I think we have professionals representing the target group. We have professionals representing from a various discipline attending the webinar, maybe the caregiver, parents. My observation is that rehabilitation professionals, including all, should have the skills of assessment. Those, who are not taught in that. And assessment is an important and the first steps in providing absorbent product. You can see in these slides where when we got involved in the project, our physiotherapist, our occupational therapist, our prosthetist and orthotist, our associate prosthetist and orthotist, they were unaware. that, how the assessment needs to be done. And we had to do a kind of a training for them to get involved in this project. So we did that. And when many mobility assistive using, mobility assistive product users may have associated incontinence. And due to that, many are unable to access the services, regular therapy intervention, or may not go for changing their device or using their device or go for, and this affecting overall in the quality of life. So you maybe those who are all doing great, those who are not doing it, please pay attention to this. And I hopefully that you may refer immediately to a healthcare professionals if you find them after the assessment that they have the leakage. And the assessment form, all are available in a tab access platform, which I have showed. And the simple health advice for bladder, bowel health problems would help many people whom you work with. And with this, I would like to thank the organizer for giving this opportunity on behalf of Mobility India and our collaborative partners. I really sincerely thank for this platform, for offering to share our reflections in this platform. And we look forward for more collaborations for continued effort in improving access to rehabilitation and assistive technology. Thank you, President, that who have introduced at the beginning of this conference. So this conference, because we have identified that many stakeholders, not only rehab professionals or healthcare professionals, many stakeholders, including the innovators, the designer, manufacturer, suppliers, researcher, they are unaware this under-researched and the requirement of the innovation. So we are specifically doing an international conference on 18th and 19th on complex rehabilitation technology, where we would discuss to address the specific complex needs of people more on the mobility solutions, sitting solutions. So you all are most welcome to attend, those who can. And with this, I would like to close my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu, for excellent learning experience. Actually, 30 years back, I think 35 years back, I used to visit IIT. There is a department called Human Engineering. That was headed by some Ghosh. I'm sorry to say that I've forgotten his name. They used to have a very wonderful department, and that slowly they used to develop so many assistive devices for the children with the cerebral palsy and locomotor disabilities. And that human engineering, now they renamed it as a, what we can say, that ergonomically we design, and the quality of life of persons with a disability improve with the help of a creative assistive devices. I used to see many assistive devices, but it is really amusing. I really felt very, very happy to observe many hearing impaired children. After relocating from Hyderabad to Delhi, I used to head on a skilling unit. There, one entire section is for children with a hearing impairment. Once we wanted to invite a workshop for hearing impaired in the Delhi. I wanted to communicate, but I don't have a knowledge of what is that sign language, and I can't send the text to all of them because I don't have database. So one of my manager informed me, sir, you contact Ravi, he will mobilize all hearing impaired children. Then I said, how? And he said, we called him and he said he is not holding a smartphone. Then he borrowed my smartphone and said, give me for 5 minutes. Then immediately he switched on WhatsApp video call. Then he started communicating with the sign language to his friends. This is amazing that the very next day we were able to mobilize so many children with or persons with a hearing impaired in Delhi. This has assistive device or a software, we can say, that brought a very good communication skill, like, and improved their quality of life uh, when it comes to the persons with a visual impairment. They're using a JAWS software and mobile phone. They are able to communicate. Many technologies today. Kunal was has a lot of plans, and he was dreaming that Madam may talk about artificial intelligence and all. So now also I am using artificial intelligence like that. A technology brought revolutionary changes in the quality of life of persons with a disability. Their life they are able to enjoy. But most of the other day I went to one meeting where person with a cerebral palsy said, रैंप लगाओ और लिफ्ट भी उसके साथ साथ जमा हो, तुम्हारा बुढ़ापा में काम आएगा. Not asking for his sake, and he is advising a able body that these are necessary for you at the old age. Don't think that they are for me. So most of us are using most of the assistive devices designed for persons with a disability. A remote, as a matter of fact, you can say that a remote control, we use it. So like that, so many are there. I don't want to take much of your time. Thank you very much for your wonderful insights. We enlighten our participants, and I request Pradeep Maiti to say a few vote of thanks on behalf of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy. And I request all of you that forthcoming webinars are wonderful webinars. All of them are very eminent professionals. Don't miss this chance to attend these webinars. They will give you the knowledge to take home and practice. Dr. Pradeep, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. On behalf of Indian Academy of Cerebral Palsy, we wish to convey our heartiest regards to Dr. Ritu Ghosh for giving her valuable time to all of the participants of IACP and other parents and other members also. It was indeed really an excellent program. It was not a program, actually, it was an interactive session. And it reflects that how depth of knowledge he has, and it was tip of the iceberg what we found, and we are really enlightened. Even I didn't had such wide idea about absorbance and its wide uses. Once again, we thanks to Dr. Ritu Ghosh for providing such informative and excellent program in favor of IACP. Namaste, madam. That's the end of the program.
Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, all of you, for joining the program. Thank you very much.
And thank you, participants, for responding and making it interactive.
It's not a webinar or a lecture, it is a like workshop. You made everybody to take part in the webinar workshop. We can call this as a virtual workshop. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shall I end the meeting?